Do you wake up feeling tired, even after a full night in bed? Do you toss and turn, your mind racing, unable to quiet the noise? You are not alone. Millions of adults and seniors struggle with poor sleep, accepting it as a normal part of aging. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be this way. Welcome to Wiseworthy. Health, wisdom made simple. Today, we're going to explore a natural, science-backed tool that can help you reset your nervous system and dramatically improve your sleep quality. It's called strategic cold exposure. And no, you don't need to jump into a frozen lake or buy expensive equipment. This is gentle, accessible, and surprisingly effective. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your city or country in the comments. And if you've ever struggled with sleep, share your experience. Your words may help someone else. Let's start with a simple question. Why does cold exposure help with sleep? The answer lies in your nervous system and the way your body responds to temperature. When you expose your body to cold water, even briefly, something remarkable happens. Your nervous system, which is often stuck in a state of low-level alertness, gets a gentle reset. Think of it like pressing a reset button on a computer that's been running too many programs at once. The cold provides a clear signal to your brain. It's time to shift from stress response to rest and recovery. This is supported by real science. A systematic review and meta-analysis published in 2025, analyzing data from over 3,100 participants, found that cold water immersion was associated with significant improvements in sleep quality. Another study from the University of Poitiers showed that regular cold exposure increased slow-wave sleep, the deep, restorative stage of sleep that is essential for memory and physical recovery. Now, let's talk about why this works so well for older adults and seniors. Here's the key. After a cold exposure session, your core body temperature gradually rises back to normal. This gentle rise signals to your brain that it is time to wind down and prepare for sleep. Many regular cold plungers report better sleep quality, especially when they practice cold exposure in the afternoon or early evening. The stress hormone cortisol also plays a role. Cold exposure helps reduce cortisol levels, which can be elevated in people who experience chronic stress or anxiety. When cortisol stays high, sleep suffers. By bringing cortisol down, you create the internal environment for restful, deep sleep. Now, let's be practical. How do you do this safely, especially if you're over 60 or have health concerns? The good news is that you don't need an ice bath or a cryotherapy chamber. The most accessible and safest way to start is with a cold shower. Here is a simple, step-by-step protocol for beginners. First, start with your regular, warm shower. Then, at the very end, turn the water to cold for just 15 to 30 seconds. That's it. You don't need to stay in longer than that to begin with. Focus on slow, controlled breathing through your nose as the cold water hits you. The initial gasp and urge to hyperventilate are normal. The body adapts quickly, usually within 30 to 90 seconds. If you find that too challenging, you can start even more gently. Simply splash cold water on your face or hold your hands under cold running water for 30 seconds. This still stimulates the vagus nerve and triggers a calming response. If you want to progress, you can gradually increase the duration to 1 to 3 minutes once the water feels more comfortable. But remember, consistency matters more than intensity. A short, cold exposure every day is more effective than a long one once a week. Now, a few important safety points. If you have any heart condition, high blood pressure, diabetes, or poor circulation, please consult your doctor before trying cold exposure. Start small, listen to your body, and never push through pain or extreme discomfort. If you experience chest pain, severe shivering, dizziness, or confusion, exit the cold immediately. Also, be mindful of timing. For sleep benefits, the afternoon or early evening is ideal. Avoid cold exposure too close to bedtime, as the initial stimulation may keep you awake. Aim for at least 2 hours before you plan to sleep. Remember, the goal is not to suffer. The goal is to gently train your nervous system to become more resilient and to shift from a state of stress to a state of rest. If you are finding this information helpful, here is a gentle reminder. Subscribe to Wiseworthy and click the bell icon. That way, you'll never miss a video that helps you sleep better and live better. Let's quickly recap. What we've covered: cold exposure works because it resets your nervous system, reduces cortisol, and increases slow-wave sleep. It is accessible, safe when done correctly. It can be started with just 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower. The key is consistency. Small, repeated exposures train your nervous system to calm down more effectively. If you've been struggling with sleep, this natural approach may be the gentle reset your body has been waiting for. Start small, be consistent, and listen to your body. Wiseworthy. Health wisdom made simple. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried cold exposure? Would you consider trying this gentle approach to improve your sleep? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your answer may inspire someone else. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs better sleep. Take care of yourself. Small steps, taken daily, lead to restful nights and better days. We'll see you in the next video.